Welcome back. Well, for many seniors, the ability to stay in your own home provides comfort, security, and independence.
But most will agree that as we get older, it becomes harder to take care of the house and ourselves. But there is help, and we're here now with Dorothy Regland. She turned to the organization called Senior Helpers. We have Stephanie Locker, she's the executive director, and Katie Ziegelman is the scheduling coordinator. In just a bit, we'll tell you about a great free home care guide that you can get just by calling. The first 30 callers will get that. But first, we're going to chat with these ladies. Nice to see all
Thanks
of you.
for being here.
Thank you so much. So how did Dorothy first come to your attention?
She actually inquired with our home care guide, and we had sent her out the home care guide. We have an amazing follow-up system, and we kept following up, and then she eventually wanted to meet with us to maybe talk about some possible care.
Is that a typical process that people contact you and then you sit down and talk with them?
Absolutely.
And what was that like for you, Dorothy, when you sat down and you had a conversation with them?
Oh, it was easy because they covered pretty much. I mean, as you get older, there's things that you can't do that you used to do, like lowering your stuff to shelf lower so you can get at it better because you shrink. And I said, moving furniture, you know, that's heavy, or trying to climb a ladder to get something, it doesn't work anymore.
No, it's not always safe to do it either, climbing the ladders or getting up to get some of those higher reached things.
So sooner or later you have to admit that you need help.
That's a hard thing to do, right?
Oh yeah.
But you wanted to stay in your own home. Was that kind of an incentive for you to kind of get to the point where you said you needed help?
They're going to carry me out of there.
What ways does Senior Helpers have you been helpful to Dorothy? What kinds of services do you offer her?
Dorothy was always a very social person, so she liked getting out and being in the community, and I mean even just going to Kohl's and walking around. We're able to get a caregiver in there to take her out to make sure it's safe. She also likes to cook a lot, so we're able to make sure that everything's safe in the kitchen, and they prepare fantastic meals and brownies and stuff. So
that's great.
You guys cook together?
Yeah, when she comes.
Oh, that's
Otherwise, I
fun.
cook by myself. I have the family over all the time too.
How often do you have someone there with you? Because I think a lot of times people think, oh, does this person have to be there all the time?
Oh no, just when I need them, really.
Like a couple times a week or a couple times a month?
Well, it depends on the person.
So you schedule that, right?
yes, so what happens is Stephanie will go out and meet with the clients, and then she'll bring back all the information to me, and then I kind of filter through our caregiver database and figure out who's going to be the best match for the client, and then make sure that they're getting all their services that they need and everybody's happy.
That's great. What services do you offer people? I mean, I'm sure there's a wide range. People like Dorothy can still do a lot, but then there are other people who maybe aren't able to do as much as she can.
I mean, we have a wide range. We can take care of someone from 1 hour to 24 hours a day. And I mean, we can help with light housekeeping, cooking, cleaning, if they need personal or companionship, transportation, errands. And sometimes it's just to be there to help. Families can't always be there.
Yeah. What are some of your favorite things that you have help with or that have really changed you being able to stay in your home?
Well, like I said, when I clean, I like to move the furniture.
Good for
I
you.
do their stuff, so
You're a thorough cleaner. I like that.
so I said I can't do it myself anymore. I said before I used to, but I tried it once and I pulled my back out, so
Yep.
doesn't work that well.
That's nice. So for vacuuming or something like that, someone can move the heavy things, and then you're able to still clean the way you want to.
That's right.
What about cooking and planning meals?
Oh, I do pretty much that myself.
You
so.
still do a lot of
yeah.
that yourself. It's wonderful. What about as needs change? Because maybe sometimes people initially need certain things, but then the level of services maybe needs to increase.
Well, we check in with all our clients every 2 weeks, and then we do an on-site visit every month. So then we can make sure if there's any changes, we can make adjustments, because sometimes people do change, and we need to make those adjustments accordingly.
I bet your family, too, feels really good about the fact that you have some help when they can't be there.
Oh, sure. Well, you figure they have families, they're all working, and you don't want to bother them, you know.
Mm-hmm. That's sweet.
Yep.
Otherwise, you feel like you're a burden, you know.
Mm-hmm.
You try to do what you can.
What
Yep.
about the cost of it? Are some things covered by, say, Medicare, for example?
Not Medicare. We do accept long-term insurance and VA benefits. We do accept community care, but that's not a form of the Medicare. And otherwise, it's private pay.
And so people, you try, I'm sure, to work within somebody's budget depending on what their needs are for services.
Absolutely, absolutely. We try to kind of figure out what we can do in their budget.
It's wonderful.
Yeah, I think it's great.
We're going to give people information now for that free home care guide that we showed you at the beginning of the segment. It talks about affordable options right here in Wisconsin. You can go to themorningblend.com. Here, though, first is that free home care guide. Call them at 414-228-4600, and the first 30 people who call will get the free home care guide. And you can find out more about Senior Helpers by calling that phone number or going to seniorhelpers.com/Milwaukee. Great to meet you, Dorothy.
Yeah.
And thank you, ladies.
Thanks for being here.
Appreciate it.